Welcome back to Danganronpa Another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. We've met this mysterious man on the 4th floor of the Toa Tower, and he says he can get us into the elevator, which is what we need to broadcast our signal to future foundations. So, let's get on with it. We've collected all the collectibles now in this chapter, so things are coming to a close. Let's get this elevator open, shall we?
As expected of Toa City. They're using the newest security systems out there. This is gonna be tough.
But you can do it, right?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
That's a pretty vague answer.
Yeah, I guess that's true. My family used to think I was pretty unreliable, too.
Family, huh?
You guys, we just started. You don't have to get depressed right away.
You're right. All right, I'll try.
Okay, I leave it to you. So, how's it coming?
Yeah, well, it might take a little while, but with this, I might be able to do it somehow.
Don't worry, no need to rush. Nothing really dangerous is happening right now. Are you done yet? Please hurry!
Hold on, I barely got started.
What do we do?
Isn't it obvious? We gotta deal with them somehow. We're done for if they surround us. Keep your distance and fight.
But we have to protect him, too.
Yeah, nothing's ever easy for Komaru and Toko.
Are you done yet?
Wait, just a bit more.
That was the last one, right?
I'm almost done on my end, too. Phew.
Yay, it totally worked! Toko, all we gotta do now is use the elevator to go all the way to the top, right?
That's right.
Before we go any further, I really need to thank you guys. Thanks to you two girls, I'm finally starting to see hope. If the connection works well, I'm sure Future Foundation will come to us immediately. And when that happens, we're saved. We're finally saved. We should even be able to see our families again. It's gonna be all right. Just a little bit more. Let's keep it up
Leave it to me.
You called for me.
I'm sorry. It's just as I thought. I really am unreliable. I didn't mean to make you guys go it alone, but you guys will be fine. No need to worry. You'll be saved for sure. I'm glad I could at least be a little help to you guys. I have a child, you know. You guys are all around the same age, but we got separated and all this time, I couldn't do anything. I wasn't able to see. Just one last time. That's my only regret.
There's no point in staying here anymore.
Yeah. Is this a handbook? There's a picture inside. Oh. So this is his child, huh? What a cute girl. Separated from his family. Same as me. He was probably worried about his family. Worried until the very end. I hope his child is doing well at least.
Hey, Omaru.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to die separated from my family. I need to see them again. So I'm not just going to sit here. This man sacrificed himself for us. Let's go, Toko. As long as Future Foundation comes, we and everyone else are going to be saved.
This was the point at which my heart broke when I played this game for the first time. This man is Taichi Fujisaki, Chihiro Fujisaki's father, as we saw in the picture. Those who know me, or perhaps if you watched the V3 Let's Play, you'll know that Chihiro is one of my favourite characters in the Danganronpa series, so this whole sequence of events was an emotional rollercoaster for me. There are such parallels between Taichi's fate and that of Chihiro and Alter Ego. Just this idea of an unfinished task, of just wanting just a little more time. Taichi isn't dead, you can see that he's still breathing. It's not looking good for him, that's for sure, but we can't waste the opportunity that he's given to us. We need to head on into this elevator and move on while we have the chance.
Hey, Amaru, got a second?
What?
About Future Foundation.
What?
Looks like the elevator stopped.
Why? Why here?
Let's just force open the door.
Yeah.
We got ourselves 2 mono machines here before we proceed, just in case you needed resupplying, because I think we all know what's about to happen next. It is the end of the chapter, after all.
Hey! Why'd you guys run here? Did you think you could escape if you went somewhere real high up? But no matter where you run, it's pointless. The more you run from me, the closer you get. 'Cause the world is round, right?
I knew it. You were waiting for us.
So, how did it feel to have someone waiting for you? Were you even more grossed out? Or maybe, do you hate me even more now?
Well, like I said, I already hate you enough.
No, that's a lie. When adults look at things they truly hate, their eyes are not weak like that. I know it. I've seen those eyes since the day I was born.
Don't tell me. The reason you hide your face is because of some trauma or something. Well, not that it matters. I'm just curious about how horrible your face looks.
No, you can't see anything but that. If you see my face, your eyeballs are gonna rot off.
There you go, making no sense again.
No, you're wrong. It's the truth. They're really gonna burn right off. If they don't, then why did she force me to wear this mask? Why was I forced to wear this stuffy mask every single day? I'm just that horrible. I'm just so ugly and hated more than anyone else on Earth. I bet my head just got really twisted because the doctor pulled too hard when I was born. And then my skin pores got all crushed and my hair got ripped and my face got pulled. And my ears are just barely sticking to my face like meatloaf thrown up onto a wall. And my lips are inside out, and my gums are dry and rotten and brown. And my nose is just a shriveled little lump of meat. It must be horrible. That's why she was ashamed to show me to people. You don't look like other kids. That must be what she was talking about. If you see such an awful face, your eyeballs are gonna get crushed and you'll faint. So that's why I'm not wrong! I'm totally right!
Jeez, I just mentioned the subject and you totally went off the handle there. Meaning you basically just want revenge against the adults who made you suffer, right?
Huh? Oh, I see. You're just mistaken. It's not something cheap and silly like that. We just want to change the world, that's all. We don't really have to understand. Demons aren't needed in our world anyway. It's fine. Fine. We're gonna make a kids-only paradise! Woo! Huh? Why are you all booing?
Unforgivable. No matter what kind of reason you have, whether you're an adult or a child, you killed people. So many people. Like it was nothing. And I'll never forgive that. Ever!
That's it! Those are the eyes I was talking about! The eyes that just scream hatred! Big sis! Looks like you're finally disgusted by me for real! But I don't know about what you said. Comparing likes and dislikes and good and evil. I mean, we're trying to bring peace to the world, you know? That's why there's nothing wrong with us. No matter how much you hate us, we aren't wrong!
What are you? You kill people and laugh about it and say that you aren't the ones in the wrong? Unforgivable!
Huh? Why? Why are you all cheering for the enemy? Oh, I guess it's that I'm even hated by the kids, too. See? They hate me. They really hate me. I'm so happy. If I'm hated this much, then there's no point in faking friendships and trying to be liked. I'm free to do anything I want. Before your bodies become pretty objects, let me tell you one more time. No matter how much we're hated, no matter how much we're shunned, we're definitely not wrong. That's the real truth. Because Big Sis Junko said so.
Big Sis Junko?
Big Sis Junko, the only one who loved me, the only one different than other people. Big Sis Junko, the one who gave us our sparkly hope. Those adults who took her away from us and said that she was the bad one. They're the filthy ones, they're the ugly ones, the disgusting ones! if I win the demon hunting, I think Monica would be pretty disappointed. I want to drink day-old cocoa and have Monica look at me like a piece of filth.
Amaru, the top of the head! That's the weak spot!
So, this chapter, huh? Did you notice the use of the words hope and despair a little bit more? Where there is hope, there's despair, and where there's despair,
Killing spree bomb punishment!
there's Junko Enoshima. This fight's pretty straightforward, at least for the first phase.
Bomb punishment!
Jataro's robot's quite slow, and as always, these fights are pretty telegraphed. Just have to wait for the bombs to come out,
Killer bomb punishment!
wait for him to stop moving around, and then knock back the bombs into him.
God, how did you get that? That doesn't seem very nice. A demon using a gun like that. In fact, there's no way the warriors of hope will lose to a demon. Ultimate attack! Mass murder bomb punishment!
We got him.
They're fighting again. What in the world is this?
Serves him right.
What did you say?
Let's go, Toko.
And there is the face reveal. I think that Chapter 2 is possibly the most well-constructed chapter in the game from a narrative perspective, and even within the entire series of Danganronpa, I think this is a standout piece of storytelling for a number of reasons. The comment that Jataro made about Toko and Kamaru trying to escape from him, and saying, you can't escape because the world is round, is clearly a throwback to the opening cutscene of the game where Kamaru talks about the shape of the world, which, as we know, is a metaphor that represents things we take for granted and common knowledge. For many, many, many people, your own self-image is something that you take for granted. It's something that most people develop from a very young age. But for Jataro, his entire sense of self has been projected on him by other people. He doesn't even know what his own face looks like. And that quote, presumably from his own mother, "You don't look like other children." And then the game reveals his face, and he appears to be particularly effeminate, I suppose you could say, by traditional standards, which perfectly ties into the introduction of Taichi Fujisaki in this chapter, just reminding you that Chihiro is a character, and the parallels between Jataro and Chihiro and perception of gender in society, again tying into that theme of common knowledge, things we take for granted, the structure of the world, which is so prevalent throughout this game. Even that offhand comment that Toko makes about the Riverside area, how it had to have been designed by a pretty girl, they were laying down the pieces for us throughout this entire chapter with tiny little hints. It is masterfully constructed. And there's still so much more you could say about Jataro and about his perception of love and hatred and how they're two sides of the same coin. He's a fascinating character who I think is criminally underrated. But as for now, we need to move on and do what we came here to do.
Looks like the observation deck. We're at the top. All we gotta do now is use this wireless device that Shirakuma gave us. Toko, what is it?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and contacting Future Foundation is...
I know, I should hurry up with it, right?
No, I didn't mean that.
What happened, Toko?
What? Because you can't do anything. I'm setting it up for you. Just wait a minute, will you?
Oh, sorry.
All right, here you go.
Hello? Can you hear me? Someone please respond! Can you hear me? Hey, answer me! Can anyone hear me? I beg you, please answer me!
Looks like it didn't work. Well, that's just too bad. We should, probably give up for now.
Hello? Oh, this is Foundation. This is Future Foundation.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Loud and clear. This is Future Foundation. Branch number 14. Makoto Naegi.
Makoto?
Huh? Kamaru?
And so ends Chapter 2. As I said, I think it's possibly my favorite chapter in the game. I really enjoyed this one. And we got ourselves an A rank, which means another one of these cutscenes.
Amazing. Far beyond even my expectations. All right, I've decided. I will restore the glorious Togami family with you. But first, tell me, what is the size of your ring finger? A ring would look good on you.
And our bonus is the Skill Star Body, another increase to our health. And 500 monocoins. So ends Chapter 2, Legend of the Revolution. In the next part, we'll be moving on and beginning Chapter 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.